Some of my friends who also do YouTube do not like to do Let's Plays at around the same time as their other friends who are LPing the same game as them. And in my opinion, it's fine to them. You know, they can do whatever they want. It's their channel. I don't really control their channel, so I'm not the one to really say anything about why they choose this approach. So now the question is, what do I think about this? And, well, it's just that simple. I personally do not really care because I can operate my channel however I want, and my friends can operate their channel however they want. I've been doing Let's Plays for over 10 years now. It's been a long time since I have been on this platform. And out of these 10.5 years, I have played over 120 plus games on YouTube. And when you've been doing Let's Plays for this long, and you play so many games on YouTube, you're bound to play a game at around the same time as somebody else, whether it's your friend or another YouTuber. There are several thousand of different YouTubers who probably also do Let's Plays, and you're bound to do a Let's Play of the same game, of at least one or a few of them, whether you know them personally or not. Now, excluding all of the YouTubers that I don't know, out of all the games that I have played on my channel, the occasion where I have done a Let's Play at around the same time as one of my friends has happened 3 times out of the 120 plus LPs I've done. And in all 3 occasions, I do not mind this myself, but maybe a few of my friends have something to say about it, whether it's an issue or they just think it's weird. Let's take a look. Alright, let's go ahead and go on my little website right here, where I have cataloged my games that I have LP'd. Kind of a huge list over here, so I actually have a section that has only a list of Let's Play number 101 all the way up to my current LP. So let's go ahead and take a look over here, where it has a list of the first 100 LPs. Now, this is not a list of order of games that I have LP'd. These games are alphabetically ordered for a bit of, like, it's easier to find some of my games. If you take a look at my channel and then go onto my playlist section, I have a lot of playlists, and every game has their own playlist. And then also, since I also do versus, every versus has their own playlist, so it gets kind of difficult to find a playlist of a particular game that you want to watch. Now, of course, you can always filter the sections, as I've made it easier for people to find my playlist either through the first 100 LPs, my Let's Play number 101 to current, my current LPs, and then also versus, and then also the miscellaneous playlists right here down on the bottom. So I'm going to show you the first instance that I have LP'd a game at the same time as one of my friends. So the first instance is Super Mario 64. I'm going to go ahead and look at this right here. So this is Let's Play number 19, I believe, and this was done 8 years ago on January 10th. This was the first LP of 2014 that I started. Now, I'm not going to really dive too deep into this LP because I hate looking back at this LP now compared to 8 years ago, because if you just watch through this playthrough, then video quality sucks. I have a terrible microphone, and my commentary style sucked. But let me show you a brief clip of this anyway.
Hey, what's going on, friends? My name is MChanterDrape, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 and Nintendo DS. So, without further ado, let's get on with the game. So I was just playing this game earlier.
And so the person that I shared Super Mario 64 with is Multigame Master 1. Multigame Master 1 is a 100% Let's Player. He does LPs of games, and he 100%s all of them, which is typical for about a good handful of LPers out on YouTube. But his 64 LP is right over here. He started this project on January 16th, 2014. I think that's around the time that I concluded. January 24th, 2014. Okay, so no. So I was still in the middle of my Mario 64 LP when he started his first episode of Mario 64. And this was when he was redoing his original Mario 64 LP because his original 64 playthrough was right over here. This was actually his very first LP. And there are many reasons why he decided to redo this LP. Yeah, this was a very long time ago. This was 11 years ago, June 19, 2011. So his very first video on his channel was on June 19, 2011. And as you can see, the reason's very clear as to why he decided to redo his Mario 64 LP. You know, the quality, it's not direct capture. It's his iPhone pointing at his TV, recording himself playing the game. And, well, as you get better with YouTube, you start to invest in more equipment. And as you can see right here, everything's direct capture and it's more clear as to what the player is doing.
Reporting in, and welcome to my 100% Let's Plays. This time, instead of a 100% Let's Play, I'm going to do a 100% Let's Replay of Super Mario 64. 3 years ago, I decided to record my gameplay and commentary for this game with my iPhone camera, and I have to say that it took me until now to finally realize that that was the worst mistake I could have made in my YouTube career.
I wouldn't say it's the worst mistake, because everyone starts somewhere, you know? If you really think about it, people who make their first video on their channel probably don't know what they're doing when they look back at their first video, and it's understandable. As you grow as a YouTuber, you start to learn more things, and then you start to improve upon what you learn. I was exactly like that. I made a video a while ago where I looked back at my very first Let's Play, and I gave my thoughts and perspective about what I was like when I did my first LP. So if you want to know more about that, then you can go ahead and check that video out. So I'm not going to really go over that again, but the point is everybody starts somewhere. When he says that it's the worst idea ever, it's not exactly the worst idea ever, but yeah, let's just get right into this. So his approach in this LP is relatively similar to mine, as you know, we're both doing a 100% playthrough, 120 stars, very simple. I'm gonna be real with you, I have not seen the dialogue of this game in a very long time. So, as you can see, there's a very clear difference with both of our approaches between this game. Multi is obviously showing off the way that you're supposed to go in order to go about with these missions. He also covers them in order. I mean, when I LP'd the game, I covered the levels in order as well. Except the difference here between Multi and my LP is, as you can see, I am taking a whole different route in order to get to the top of the Fallen Battlefield Summit. So my approach is, I didn't spend too much time on text. If you've watched my LPs, you know that I don't spend too much time on text, especially if a game is heavily focused on text. I'm also showing off how to go through the game, of course, because that's, you know, the point of the LP. While at the same time, I like to be able to show off tricks. A lot of my LPs, I show off as many tricks that I know possible, especially with Mario 64. Several YouTubers have LP'd this game. So, at this point, like, if you've seen several LPs of Mario 64, then you're generally seeing the same things, right? You know, you've seen the intentional route multiple times, and so I wanted to be able to show off some tricks that maybe not very many casual players know. But I thought that showing off some tricks that shortcuts your way through some of these levels in order to make some of them easier would be something kind of fun to do.
Take a handy shortcut here. Very handy indeed.
Wow, he also took the shortcut. Man, he said multiple times, several times in fact, that he hates taking shortcuts, and he just took a shortcut there. What's up with that?
And I like how Koopa the Quake actually thinks he's quick, when the fact is he's right behind me.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Multi is
I
literally
sort of
just
thought
running
that
without doing anything special.
He boasts about
No
him being
long
stronger
jumps or
than
dives
he is.
anyway
Sonic the
to
Hedgehog?
speed up his movement.
Obviously
And he's not taking any
If he was Sonic the
shortcuts.
Hedgehog,
That's how
he
slow
could beat
Koopa the
Mario
Quick
in this
is.
race. But it's not happening. Mario is beating him.
He's not even jumping up to the mountain. He's literally following the path.
Go! Done in a minute and 6.2 seconds. I've
I
seen
can
plenty
beat
of
that.
people, as in the past, whenever I try to cheat, I get denied the opportunity to pick up the golden star for some reason, so I just decided to do it the normal way possible.
That's because you're not supposed to use the cannons. If you use the cannons, then Koopa the Quick will think you're cheating.
With the cannon, you can aim with the control stick, and when you're ready to fire, press the A button.
Man, this is my strat right here. He took this strat off of me in order to make this shot right here.
And also, in addition to finding the 8 red coins, since we pretty much can do this now, I am also going to grab 100 coins to get a bonus power star, so let's do this.
Oh man, he is getting 100 coins without the wing cap. I have not done this in an extremely long time, even during my casual playthroughs. This is another major difference between my LP and his LP. He does speed up 100 coin missions, especially like with some of the longer ones. But I think he decided to do this normally because it is the first 100 coin star and he just wants to show off what 100 coin missions are like before he decides to speed up some of the longer ones. Whereas with my LP, I wanted to structure my Let's Play of this game by individual stars. So I actually separated the 100 coin stars from missions. That way, like, it's easy for like people to like scroll around my videos to like find like 100 coins or specific missions. He's grabbing every single coin. This is literally what you do when you do not have access to the wing cap to grab all those coins up on the floating island.
I get way too caught up in the military. And by that I mean watching too many military films.
I was about to say, did he ever go to the military? I've never heard him ever tell a story of him going to the military. Okay, but I'm glad he covered that up.
I never was really expecting that. No, give me the coin, give me the coin! And I have to get back up there.
Yeah, he actually chased after the coin.
But luckily there's an easy way to do it. We could just simply use the cannon over here.
Oh my god! The
So let's get
500 IQ strats? You fall down, and then you take the cannon to go to the floating island anyway to get the last red coin? Oh my god, he's actually gonna shoot over to the... Oh, okay, he's not doing it. Alright, alright. I was about to say, he's so bold for even trying this. Usually, you don't even have to use the cannon to get any of the coins in the air if you're doing the 100 coins like this.
5 more coins for us to get a
Okay, yeah, he's not using the
power star.
cannon.
If I
That's
can
smart.
reach up here. There we go. Now how am I going to reach it?
Do a side flip ground pound. No! Okay, so that was a pretty good 100 coins for him.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys liked it. And until next time, this is Multi-Game Master 1. Over and out.
Okay, so yeah, that's the first episode of his LP. I'm not gonna go through the entirety of the LP, but overall, I focus more on showing off as many tricks as possible, whereas Multi's LP was a more traditional way of going through Mario 64. Now, because I am showing off these tricks, I'm able to fit in more time within the video length in order to show off more stars per video. So he got 5 stars in this first episode. I got... after the star would be 16, so it was a lot of stars. Also, the other contributor as to how I'm able to fit in more stars per video is...
Basically, but it is this one, and yes, it is possible to get this out the cannon.
Yeah, so I basically cut out the... Every time I get a star, you get booted out of the level, and I cut those out every single time because you're basically going to see that like 120 times. I want to get right back into the level. You're going to get back into the level anyway, so I just cut out the repetitiveness of that because I think it fits the pacing better. Yeah, so basically Multi and I, we talked to each other about our LPs. I even commented on here. I told Multi that there's a 1-up in like one of the trees right outside the castle, since Multi wanted to show off the game as much as possible. Yeah, his LP came out to be 14 parts. Mine was 9, because, you know, we both had different styles of how we're going to show off Mario 64. I even guessed on a couple of his videos. I think this is a video that I guessed on. Yeah, okay, see, I guessed on this. I actually guessed on 2 videos of this channel. This one is him going through Daidar Docks, and I also guessed on Tiny Huge Island because Multi hates Tiny Huge Island, and I like Tiny Huge Island, and I wanted to make fun of him for messing up on Tiny Huge Island. Oh, I just realized he messed up on my name here. Who's M-Han? Who's M-Han, Multi? You need to fix that. So, Multi completed this on March 8th, 2014. It took him a little bit longer to finish his LP because at the time he was in college, and college work does not mess around. So, you know, for 14 parts, it did take quite a long time, but, you know, he couldn't commit to this project as much as I did. I had more free time to commit to my LP, so I was able to finish my LP much sooner than he did. It's not a competition as to who finishes their LP faster or first, because, you know, things happen in our lives. We can't always commit to who we want to commit to, and yeah, that's Mario 64. So the second time that myself and another friend of mine have LP'd a game at around the same time as one another is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I started this playthrough on September 20th, 2017, and it took me about 4 months to do this LP over the course of an 80 video, well, I guess technically 79, because this is a bonus video and I did this much later. I am going to briefly go through this because, unlike Mario 64, I'm actually proud of this LP. Long games don't really come around that much for me, because I realized that a lot of the games I LP are short, which is why I've been able to play so many games on my channel. Alright, I'm going to skip past the intro because I wasn't talking during the intro. I made a video about how I make my videos, if you want to check that out. And I basically talk about why I do not talk during cutscenes, even if there's a bit of dialogue here. Hey, what's going on there, friends? My name is M238, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door for the Nintendo GameCube. This is definitely one of my favorite games on the Nintendo GameCube. So yeah, better capture card. I wouldn't say much better. I had a better microphone, and my commentary style has improved since Mario 64. So this LP was a big shout out to Mega Wii Master 1, which I spent like the first 3 minutes here basically shouting out Mega Wii Master 1. I gave him like a huge credit here. Even his comment says that I think I credit him too much. And I will admit that I did. The reason this was a big shout out to Mega was because this was, to most of you guys, no surprise that this was around the time that he was still doing his LP. This is his only LP currently. And, oh, he didn't even edit his own playlist. He started this on December 27th, 2013. I was still super small back then. Now, I believe before he started The Thousand-Year Door, he already had some YouTube experience. He was a guest appearance in Whatcha's channel. He's made some random videos where he plays games, and then also some videos where he and Whatcha and his other siblings play games too. So let's go ahead and look back at how his LP compares to my LP.
Hey everybody, it's Mega Wii Master 1, and guess what? The time has finally come for me to start my first Let's Play. I would also like to thank my favorite Let's Player, Chugga Conroy, because after watching his videos also inspired me to want to become a Let's Player. If you're watching this, I kinda doubt that they would, but if they're watching this, thank you.
Now, even though he's already had some YouTube experience before beginning his first LP, you can tell that there's a bit of nervousness going on in his commentary, and he also sounds a little bit monotone. And again, I'm not going to fault him for it because he's done YouTube already, but the concept of even doing your own Let's Play was new to him at the time. So you haven't really gotten the feel and energy of trying to be more on the energetic side. Because you're nervous, you kind of sound a bit monotone. I even sound like that the first few of my LPs. I was very monotone, and I haven't developed a particular commentary style yet. I just noticed, what is this right here? I've never seen this before.
Pretty good start to the game if I
Okay, what happened to that cut right there? Wait, why do you need to censor the amount of crystal stars you obtain on your file? Is it really that much of a spoiler that your 100% file has like 7 crystal stars? I don't think it's that big of a deal to show off 7 crystal stars. Maybe if you're a brand new viewer who's never seen anything of the Thousand Year Door, then I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't see how much of an issue that would be.
And we're gonna name the file Mega, because Mega Master 1 doesn't fit.
It's funny, because he named this file Mega, and I named my file, this is my LP file right here, I named this MW Master. I thought I could try to fit in as much of his name as possible in order to, you know, keep my big shout out to him. I probably could have, and I should have.
Yeah, if you can't tell already, I love doing voice acting, so I hope you guys don't mind.
It's true.
Now, if it wasn't obvious already, I love this game.
I love this game too. I think a lot of people can agree. This game's amazing. Yeah, Mega's going through every little detail right now. I usually just explain things as they become relevant, as opposed to just explaining everything right away. I feel like that fits the pacing more, but again, everybody has their own ways of how to stylize their playthroughs, so I'm not saying this to judge him.
Now, whenever I was a little kid, I thought it was a $ sign, and I thought it would give you money.
That's funny. When I played Paper Mario, I tried to hit these save blocks as many times until they broke, but they never broke, because I never understood what saving meant.
Why do you want this chick anyway, pal? Owe you money, or is she your girlfriend? I'll have you know she is, thank you very much.
Yeah, you sure?
Now, okay, I failed to
Not even super guarding? I can't believe it, Mega. You're better at this game than me.
Uh-oh, there's a fight going on in the background. You can read it if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with this dialogue.
Thought you were gonna read every single dialogue. What is this?
I don't know what exactly he is to her. I guess he's like her advisor / caretaker.
That's actually interesting. I've never really thought about the relationship between Toadsworth and Peach.
This is, and you can just jump on this groove, and I think that's pretty much it.
But you missed the star
This
piece
place will be quite
up
useful
there.
later too. Next time on Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, we're gonna go ahead and explore Rogueport a little bit more. So until then, this is Mega Master 1 signing out. Goodbye.
Alright, so yeah, that was the first episode. Kind of took a while. 33 minutes. The game starts off with lots of dialogue, so I wouldn't say it's that surprising. And, you know, given that his first episode compared to my first episode was much longer, therefore he was able to show more stuff and even make a bit more progress than me on the first episode, as well as the furthest I got was... Yeah, we got away. We got away safely. That's a good thing right there. Yeah, so I got as far as escaping Lord Crump. Now, even though it took me about 4 months to do my LP, as I was uploading these videos almost daily at the time, I didn't do very many side projects considering the length of the LP. It took me 79 videos to actually complete this, whereas for Mega, it took him less videos than me, which comes out to be technically 73, unless you want to count some of these other things right here, where it's, as you can see, it says 57 part 1 out of 3. That means there's some subparts, so I think including the subparts, it would probably be around the same amount of videos as me. And then obviously, of course, since he started this in December 2013 and finally finished it on April 2010 with some bonus videos here on the side. Yeah, his LP took significantly longer than me. And it was mainly because when he wasn't as busy as he is now, he made these videos about once a week. And then when he got towards, like, around some of the late game chapters, he got really busy. He probably had time to record videos, but probably not enough time to maybe edit a video and then upload it. Like, if you don't know about making decent YouTube videos, it's not as simple as recording it and then uploading it. If you want to put effort into making a decent video, even a Let's Play video, then yeah, it is going to take some time to get it out right after you record it. Especially with the structure that Mega has formatted this LP. And of course, since his LP took 9 years, he has improved. You can tell, like, as you watch through these videos, his quality gets gradually better. Like, he gets better at doing commentary. He adds, like, special effects to audio, and somewhere around the halfway mark of his LP, he upgrades his mic quality. And I had the opportunity at around part 38 all the way up until part 41, where I was a guest in his LP, as around this time was when I was actually just meeting Mega. I got introduced to Mega by Multigame Master 1, and he invited me to be a guest on a few of his videos. It was a really awesome opportunity. This part right here was around the time where Mega was fighting the Chapter 4 boss, Dupless, and because I was there watching him fight the Chapter 4 boss, he wanted me to read out Dupless's dialogues. And then from there on, he wanted me to narrate Dupless for basically the rest of the game. I don't remember how it came to be. I think it was just coincidence. Huge GG's to Mega for finally being able to complete this after, 9 years. It's insane with, like, the amount of things that goes on in Mega's life that he's able to, like, bounce back whenever he can to complete this LP, as not very many YouTubers do this at all. Usually, when YouTubers have so much in their life going on that they just lose motivation into doing YouTube entirely. And then, of course, the difference between the way I did my LP and the way he did his LP, it's relatively similar. I didn't spend too much time on text, I believe.
Gears where you can see our items as well as our key items.
Oh, okay, so when I judged Mega for going over every little thing right away, I didn't even remember that I even did that myself. So, sorry, Mega.
You'll scream.
Yeah, so unlike Mega, I didn't read every single bit of text, which, a lot of LPers do. I generally do that, and like I said, for games that are, like, heavily text-based, and the Thousand Door is an example right here, I try not to spend too much time, because I want to get the pacing going. So I think that's the main difference between my playthrough and Mega's playthrough.
I'm not going to demonstrate it right now because obviously I don't need to at the moment. But when it becomes,
okay, yeah. So here's another difference right here. I speed up battles, which is tradition to a lot of my RPG LPs, where I either speed up battles or cut out battles. I think nowadays I start to cut out more battles than actually speeding up, just so I can help with the pacing a bit. I know I definitely cut out battles during Sticker Star. Now, I do say that I focus more on pacing throughout this LP over Mega, except the ironic thing about me saying is that this LP took more videos than Mega. Maybe there's a bit of a contradiction to what I'm saying here, but that's basically that. Okay, so the third time that another YouTuber that I know has LP'd the same game as me at around the same time is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Okay, so 3D All-Stars is a collection of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy all in one package. I wanted to use this entire collection as an opportunity to replay all 3 of my original LPs and try and improve upon them. And so I started this LP on June 21st, 2021. I guess you could say it's one of the more recent LPs that I've done. And the person that LP'd this game with me is... You may or may not have heard of him, but he goes by King J044. So this is his LP right here. Let's play number 86. What number is mine? 109. This is LP of 3D All-Stars. He started this on June 6, 2021. So I started this a couple weeks after he started his. I started recording the videos before he started recording the videos. Before he was planning to LP this game, he noticed on my Nintendo Switch activity that I've been playing 3D All-Stars quite a bit, and then he started to DM me asking, hey, are you going to LP this game? Because I want to LP this game, and I don't want to do a Let's Play of the same game as another person because we share the same viewers, and I don't want to take away each other's viewers. I didn't really want to respond to that because I don't usually like to talk about future projects because I think it's more fun when people watching my videos like to guess what my next LP is, which I guess it's not much of guessing if someone on your friends list catches on that you've been playing something a lot recently. I know it's a little bit cheating, but I guess it's my fault for having him on my friends list and that I'm using my account to record videos. But anyway, the way I responded was that I didn't really answer his question because at around that time I was working on a co-op LP. It was Bowser's Fury, and I wasn't sure if I was going to publish Bowser's Fury before 3D All-Stars, which ended up happening, by the way, because I wanted to record enough videos to upload Bowser's Fury. Otherwise, if I didn't, by the time I wanted to do 3D All-Stars, then I was going to do 3D All-Stars. So I did not give King J a definitive answer, and so because of that, he started doing 3D All-Stars. King J kind of felt conflicted when I started 3D All-Stars while he was doing 3D All-Stars. And in fact, the way we structured it is basically the same. I did SM64, Sunshine, and Galaxy all in order. He did 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy in this order. Now, there is a substantial difference between his LP and my LP. My LP is 9 videos shorter than King J's. Why is that? Let's go ahead and watch the videos to compare. So, starting off, the very first episode of my 3D All-Stars LP is the first episode of 64, and me doing 64 was the one that I really wanted to redo out of the 3, because out of the 3, my original 64 LP was the one that I was the least proud of for reasons that I have already explained earlier in the video. So yeah, as you can see, there's already a huge improvement. Oh my goodness, I got the Lakitu skip. Wow, insane in a Let's Play. I have a much better capture card. Mic audio is substantially better, and my commentary style was much better. Also, I was much better at the game. One of the reasons that I wanted to do Let's Plays was to show how good I am, and that I want to show off my gaming skills. And that's why I show off these tricks within these types of games. Let's go ahead and watch King J's LP. How does it compare to my LP?
Hello there everybody, what is going on? My name is King J044, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. My Let's Replay of all 3 of these. So I have actually done all 3 of these games before. Super Mario 64, I did a Let's
Wow,
Play
I
of,
did too!
way
Did you
back
know
in the
that?
day and Super Mario Galaxy, I just wasn't very good at LPing at that point, so
Okay, fun fact about his Galaxy LP. He did that LP at around the time that I was doing Galaxy 2 Versus, and when I was doing the Galaxy 2 Versus, he uploaded videos of him racing along with my Galaxy 1 Versus. He kind of gave up on that and decided to do a Let's Play of Galaxy. He always tells me how my Galaxy Versus inspired him to become a better YouTuber than he was at the time. And so I think when he did his Galaxy LP, that's when he was starting to get into that phase where he wants to better himself as a Let's Player.
So the weird thing that people right off the bat don't like about 3D All-Stars is the fact that Mario 64 is still 16 by 9. That kind of is annoying.
I'm glad that he caught on in post that he made a mistake, because I would certainly criticize him for making this mistake.
I think it's better if it's not widescreen. Have you guys seen how some N64 games look if they're stretched out to widescreen? It doesn't look very natural.
I personally don't mind it, to be honest. 4x3 games on widescreen never really bothers me. I've grown up having a flat screen TV, so I've always seen games in widescreen. So when people criticize people for playing standard ratio games in widescreen, it makes no sense to me. I even stretched out the game in editing to make it fill out the entire screen, because I don't like black bars, personally. It just doesn't look right to me.
We're gonna go with Mario D, because I always like the D.
That's
right,
good to know,
Let's go ahead and
King J.
start. So, by
No
the way,
one
for each
needs
of
to
these
know that you
games
like
I'm doing,
Ds.
for Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, we are doing 120 stars. That's, like, you know, the best way to do it, so...
Wait,
gonna go ahead
not
and
even 121 in Galaxy? Wow, that's so incomplete.
God, you know what's funny is I haven't read half of the text of this game in so long. It's gonna be so weird for me to read the text again.
Yeah, it already felt weird for me to read the text when I was rewatching
And
Multi's
I'm
LP.
here! Ciao! Sorry, I gotta stop right now. I don't know how to read this language.
What?
Be a warp pipe.
You
Using
don't
the
know how to
controller
read
is a
this?
piece of cake. Also, the game has rumble, and I forgot to turn that off, and it's really awkward for me. I don't like rumble in this game.
I've never been personally bothered with Rumble, so when I leave it on, I feel like it's more satisfying rather than leaving it off. I feel like if I turn off Rumble, and then that feels weird to me. I don't know if that's just me, but that is my preference when it comes to Rumble.
Let's go to the castle! Woo!
Wow, you claim
kidding.
to be a speedrunner and you didn't even
Lakitu.
get Lakitu skip? What a noob.
Good. I'm so used to just going straight for the levels. I need to actually like take it a little slow right now.
I feel that though, because as someone who has also formerly ran Mario 64, it's so hard to readjust your muscle memory, because even if I want to play these games casually, then I still am going to pull off strats because it's just what's more fun to me.
It's the only room that Bowser has exhaled. Oh my god, this is the longest I've had to do Toad voice ever, and I even dumbed it down too.
It's also worth noting that King J records immediately right after streaming, and he streams for like 5 hours, and so when you have to record right after streaming for 5 hours, your voice is already exhausted. So that contributes into him getting tired of doing his Toad voice so quickly.
I want an R-rated version of every Mario game where every Mario character just swears.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
If you're handy, you can grab onto trees or poles to land. That sounds like my mom. She was very handy with poles. Alright, let's...
What?
This is a good way to show off my skills as a speedrunner, so people don't think I'm lying. Woo! Here we go!
I'm very impressed.
Yay! Woo!
Oh wow, he does that?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
a really
I
quick
can't
way.
do
You
that
can
at
normally
all.
just run up. You can see this little cloud here. It looks like Goofy. If you aim into Goofy's eyeball, you'll never miss the island. Cool way to
Again,
explore,
these
like,
people
whoa,
are
how'd you
taking my
do it?
strats, dude. I showed them these
But there you
strats
go,
and they're
it's all
taking
right
my
in that
strats.
box. But I do want to do all the stages in one visit.
Except
Top
you
row,
didn't
like
even
the
complete
disembodied
Bubba
voice told
Battlefield,
us
so
to
you
when
just
we got our first
contradicted
star.
your own statement.
Reacting to the
I understand that you left Bubba
that's not
Battlefield because
slow.
less efficient, but
Oh
you
my
gotta
god, Peach!
stick to your word whenever you say
Oh.
that you're gonna do something.
Oh, I'll see you guys all in the next episode of Super Mario 64 on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Bye, guys. See ya next time.
So that's the first part of his LP. I'm not going to go through Sunshine and Galaxy. Similarly to Multi, the way he structured his LP is, it's kind of a in-between of the way Multi did his LP and the way I did my LP. As King J focused on showing off how to go through the game, while at the same time showing off a few tricks here and there every once in a while, whereas for me, I just went all out with showing off tricks. Also, similarly to Multi, he did not cut out the results screen, like whenever you get a star. That's the case with all 3 games, whereas I did it with this LP. The way I did all 3 of these LPs is basically how I structured my LPs originally, but just with higher quality. The most different I did was Galaxy. In Galaxy, I got the max amount of stars you can get before beating the game for the first time, and then basically just did a montage of purple coins. But here, this time with my Galaxy LP, I went 60 stars and then did the purple coins as they appeared. Also with Galaxy, I played as Mario. As my original Galaxy LP, I played as Luigi. So my LP was from June 21st, 2021 all the way up to August 18th, 2021. So about almost 2 months, whereas with Joey, this went from June 6th all the way up to September 19th. So about 3 months for him. It took him more videos to complete each of these games, and also he had a side project along with this LP, so he wasn't uploading 3D All-Stars as much as how often I was uploading mine. 3D All-Stars was a solo project for mine for a bit until around the late game of Sunshine, where I started a side project of World's End Club. The pacing of 3D All-Stars was slowing down throughout basically the entirety of Galaxy in order to balance out the amount of videos I was uploading between 3D All-Stars and World's End Club. I think King J was doing the same thing too, as he had a side project basically throughout the entirety of 3D All-Stars. So for me, my original 64 LP took 9 videos. This time it took 6 here because I improved significantly. Original Sunshine took me 13, as this time it took me 12. Unfortunately, my original Galaxy LP took 18 videos, whereas this one took 19. I think part of it is because on average these Galaxy videos were shorter, whereas for King J, his original 64 LP took 24 videos. This time it took him 10, so a very huge improvement over what he used to be. His Sunshine playthrough took 17. Kind of strange in my opinion, because Sunshine's a longer game than 64, so I don't know how he was able to do it in 7 less videos than 64. Whereas this time it took him 14, so another drastic improvement. In fact, it shouldn't make sense because he actually got 120 shine sprites on this playthrough over his Sunshine LP where he got 96, only 96. And then for Galaxy, his original Galaxy LP took him 29, and then this time it took him, I guess technically 22. Both of our goals throughout 3D All-Stars was that we both wanted to improve upon our original LPs, and I'd like to believe that both of us succeeded in that goal. Another instance where King J kind of said something about me doing a Let's Play at around the same time as not even him, but somebody else, Jason Matthew, was Bowser's Fury. So I started uploading the Bowser's Fury episodes on May 31st, 2021, and this ended around mid-June. Jason, on the other hand, started Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury on May 3rd, 2021. So the same month that I started doing Bowser's Fury. Now, at around the time that he started this LP, he was still doing 3D World, and my intention was just Bowser's Fury. I was going to hold off on 3D World until I'm able to get 4 players. I consider Bowser's Fury as its own LP, which is why the title is just Bowser's Fury. Jason's intention here was that he was going to LP both games back-to-back as one collection, as they are both in a collection together on the same cartridge. So Jason King J kind of had an issue when I did Bowser's Fury, because Jason was intending to do Bowser's Fury. But again, in my opinion, I don't think this counts, because he was still doing 3D World, I was doing Bowser's Fury. He hasn't even gone to Bowser's Fury by the time I finished Bowser's Fury. But yeah, he did Bowser's Fury like pretty much shortly after I finished Bowser's Fury. He had nothing to worry about. So this is my perspective of what I think about people playing the same games as me. There probably are several YouTubers out there who have probably LP'd a game at around the same time that I'm LPing a game. But I either just don't know them, and it's not worth trying to dig through those people. And overall, my thoughts about people who play the same games as me is you can LP a game whenever you want, and it's all about how you decide to operate your own channel. So if any of my friends want to LP a game, and I want to LP a game, that's on them. I personally don't have a problem with it. Let me know what you think. If you are a YouTuber, what do you think about people who play the same games as you? Do you mind as much? Does that impact your ability to LP those games, and that you want to like change up your plans a bit? I'd like to know in the comment section below. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what kinds of other content you'd like to see, as I would like to expand this channel out with more content, as this channel has so far primarily been a speedrunning channel featuring my speedrunning personal bests and highlights. I'd like to be able to make more types of videos on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on whatever the next video might be.